Hello everyone, my name is Jackie and today I have for you my TBR for the Magical Readathon N.E.W.T.s edition, which will happen in August. It's hosted by G over at Book Roast, and I will leave the link to her channel down below. But if you're looking for an announcement video for this readathon, there will be none, because after everything J.K. Rowling said and did lately, G just doesn't feel comfortable hosting this readathon and essentially promoting her books. But she wanted those of us who already participated in the Owls a chance to finish this whole readathon that she has. So I was really excited for this readathon since the beginning of the year, so I decided to participate despite everything and to also film this video. So we're just going to get right into it. So G made us over a year ago now this Wizarding Careers guidebook, and for my career I picked Trader of Magical Tomes, and I also picked an extra course for the N.E.W.T.s training, and I will tell you the books I plan to read to be able to finish both of these. So for my work as a Trader of Magical Tomes, I need an E in Ancient Runes, which means I have to read 2 books. For an A, the prompt is Bathsheba Battling, an author name that starts with B, and for that I picked Sonnengelbe Frühling by Carina Bartsch. This is a German author, but I think the first and second book in this trilogy have been translated into English. The first one would be Cherry Red Summer. And yeah, I really enjoyed the first 2 books. They're so much fun, so I can't wait to read this one. It's about Emily and Elias, who... Emily is the best friend of Elias' little sister, and she had a crush on him since forever. But something happened while they were teenagers, and now she hates him. But while they're at university, they meet again and have to learn to live with each other, and it's just so much fun. And for E, I have to read a classic, for which I picked The Mysterious Stranger by Mark Twain, and this is an illustrated edition by Attack. And I have no idea what it's about. Apparently it's a short story, kind of. So in Charms I have to get an A, which means just 1 book. And for that the prompt is a cheering charm, read a humorous book, for which I picked The Trials of Apollo, the Burning Maze by Rick Riordan, because Rick Riordan's books are always so much fun, so it fits the prompt perfectly. This is the 3rd book in the Trials of Apollo series, where Apollo is cast on Earth as a human, as punishment for I don't know what. And in each book he has to help one of the oracles. And the last class I have to take to be a Trader of Magical Tomes is a History of Magic, for which once again I have to get an E. For an A, the prompt is read a historical fiction, for which I go with Flügel aus Papier by Marcin Ciegielski. I don't know how to pronounce him, I'm sorry. But this book was originally released in Poland, and it's set during the Second World War in Warsaw in 1942. It's about a boy named Rafal who lives with his grandfather in a ghetto, and he doesn't know another life where there's no fear or hunger, and only when he reads he can forget that. And his grandfather manages to help him escape the ghetto, and he hides in the Warsaw Zoo. And for an E, I have to read a book with a mainly black cover, for which I go with Jackpot by Nick Stone. This is the ARC edition, which has a very black cover, but I never managed to actually read it, so I'm going to do that now. And it's about a girl named Riku who works at a gas station and takes care of her little brother. And one day she sells the winning lottery ticket, but the prize never gets claimed, so she decides to try to find the lottery ticket. And now on to my N.E.W.T.s training, for which I have to get an A in arithmancy. And for that the prompt is precision is key, read a non-fiction. For that I'm going with a biography of Eva Perón written by Ursula Pruch. She was the wife of an Argentinian president. I bought this book after seeing the musical Evita, which I really enjoyed, and then I was really interested in Eva Perón's life. So for potions I have to get an E. To get an A, the prompt is ingredient, flying seahorse, sky in the title or on the cover. And for that I'm going with autobiography by Christina Lauren. It has a sky on the cover. It's about a boy named Tanner who's moved from California to Utah, and because of that he's back in the closet. And for his last semester before college he does a writing course where he has to draft a book in only one semester, and he's got a crush on another boy in this course, but this other boy is the Mormon prodigy. And for an E, the prompt is Toxicide, an author name that starts with D, and for that I went with Superman Dawnbreaker by Matt de la Peña. And this is the fourth book in the DC Icon series. Yeah, it's about Clark Kent as a teenager. And the last class I have to take for my N.E.W.T.s training is Transfigurations, which of course means I have to get an O. So for A, the prompt is the Leopard Force spell, an animal on the cover or in the title. And for that I'm going with Saga Volume 8, where he sits on a zebra. She sits on a zebra, so Saga is a comic series that I really enjoy about a family who's caught up in a war because the parents are from different planets who are at war with each other, and the people there don't really like the fact that those two even have a daughter. For an E, the prompt is the Draconiforce spell, which means a book with dragons or fire on the title or cover. So for that I picked, well, The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I don't know what I thought, because I don't really think that's even remotely possible, but I'm going to try. So, since I really can't give you a synopsis for this book, I'm just going to read you what's written inside. A world divided, a queendom without an heir, an ancient enemy awakens. The house of N.E.W.T.s has ruled Innis for 1,000 years. Still unwed, Queen Sabran IX must conceive a daughter to protect her realm from destruction. But assassins are creeping closer to her door. Eid Durian is an outsider at court. Though she has risen to the position of lady-in-waiting, she is loyal to a hidden society of mages. Eid keeps a watchful eye on Sabran, secretly protecting her with forbidden magic. Across the dark sea, Tane has trained to be a dragon rider since she was a child, but is forced to make a choice that could see her life unravel. Meanwhile, the divided East and West refuse to parley, and forces of chaos are rising from their sleep. And lastly, for an outstanding, the prompt is Duru, the hardening spell, read a hardcover, for which I'm going with Fierce Like a Firestorm by Lana Popovich. This is the sequel to Wicked Like a Wildfire, which was about two sisters who have magical powers, and somehow they and their friends get caught up in the circle of witches who aren't really that nice. So, alright, those are all the books I have to read to achieve my goals. Of course, I have more books that I would like to read during the month of August, so we'll see how that goes. But if you're participating, let me know down below. If you've made a TBR video, leave the link down below. I would love to watch it. And yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought about them, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!